Hey guys, and welcome to Riggs Garage. Today we're working on your OBS Chevy trucks. Let me show you what we're doing. This is probably becoming a more familiar scene the older these trucks get as the plastic ages and breaks. So in this case we have the lock and latch lever assembly is gone and broken. You can see what's left of it here. Here's the original. It's missing everything it needs to work. The lock lever and obviously the handle. Here's a new piece and a new piece of trim to go around it to replace this. I'll show you how to do it real quick. The flavor of tools today is this interior pry set. These are plastic, so when you are prying plastic on plastic, you don't break the other plastic. When you use metal screwdriver and stuff against old plastic, the metal screwdrivers always win. So use these plastic levers. I will put a link to these and the parts that I'm using in the description below. When you click those links, it helps the channel grow because I get a small percentage of those affiliate sales. Thanks for watching, and if this is helpful, hit that subscribe button. And my latch is missing. Obviously, some of you have broken latches that are in place still. You'll also want to use your plastic trim tool to take off this bezel here. A quick note here is pry from the inside of that bezel and not the outside. You will break it. Use your pry bar and start gently removing your trim. That was easier than it should have been. Next we're going to take out these two Phillips screws. Now this corner trim piece, you'll pry it off as well. Looks like this one was pre-broken for me, so this clip here, you just want to use your trim removal piece as well. Goes in right there. Now I'm going to take my trim tool and work my way around the perimeter of this door panel. There are plastic clips that will pop out of place. There's one here. There's one here right by this reflector. It's feeling. There's one right here. See if we can gently persuade him. Perfect. Ooh, got several all at once with that. Alright, we have a wiring harness coming in the door somewhere in here, and it kind of snakes up. So what I'm going to do is lift this up and off. And very gently I'm holding this door panel up still. I'm going to reach back here and disconnect the marker light. So now we're not connected to the back here anymore. I'm going to slowly turn this guy, set him kind of down out of the way here. Now I would not hang this thing by this. So if your truck is lifted like this one is, I would put something under here so it's not hanging by the wires. So I'm going to do that now. There we go, a couple paint buckets did the trick. Okay, if your truck has an old latch in it, unlike mine, here I'll put the new one in to show you how it goes. Basically sits like this, and at the top here you have these tabs. They're going to lock into place by shoving this thing right, like that, and then at the bottom here there will be a rivet. This rivet is what keeps it from sliding fore and aft and coming out of place. You'll want to drill this rivet out, and then you can replace it with a bolt, or if you have a rivet gun, put a rivet in there. Now if you put a bolt in, you'll probably want, there's access here. You'll just want to get this plastic out of the way and put it back if you can, because it keeps rainwater out of your interior. But yeah, then you can get a wrench back here, hold it, and then torque it down from the front if you need to. But I'm going to take what's left of this rivet out. Also, you have your lock rod here. You want to pop it out of place. You can use your trim tool for that. And here's the actual door latch rod, so when this gets pulled, it opens the door for me. So you'll just pop this out of place as well. And before you set your new latch in place, test fit it to make sure everything fits. You can see some signs of a struggle here, and this was bent out of the way, so none of the tabs would actually align. So I'm kind of bending this out with some pliers to make it fit. There we go, that seems to be good. See how it engages. Now we just need to hook up this and this. Let's do that. I'm going to set the bottom of this in, and I'm going to literally snap the lock rod in here, and then the latch rod right in here. You just push it in until it snaps. Oh, first try. That's delicious. Here, let's do this latch rod. There we go. Oh, it's in. Alright. This is going okay. Everything's in place. Slide it home. Look at that. And hold this. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to put the bolt in on the bottom here, or you can use a rivet if you want. I did peel back the plastic here, and I have tons of room to get my arm in there. Bolts up and through. Alright, there it is. Now the rest I can't do with a camera in my hands. Now that it's on, run some tests. Make sure this feels like it's actually doing something. You hear it actuating over here, and then make sure this works. Okay, the power lock works. Now let's check the key lock. All this works probably, but you should check it while you have stuff apart so you don't put it all back together and then find out it doesn't work. Great, the key works great. I'm going to connect the light again. I'm going to hang this up where it goes. Push pins back in place. Lovely. Oh, geez. Make sure you line up the hole.
Dad, you almost finished?
Yep. Alright, once you have the door panel locked on, now's a good time to test. Make sure your latch works. Everything works. Test your lock. Test your electric lock. Great. Let's push this back in place. Install the nice fluffy stuff. Listen for that pop. Beautiful. Install your Phillips screws right here. Now install that fresh trim. Looks so good. Here you go. We have a functioning door. Double check that everything works and you're good to go.
No, I mean.